I've been doing this for 22 years, and yeah, there are definite days that I regret this shit.
Yeah, I would say that's a little more accurate. There are days where I'm like, why? And there are days where like, that's why. Where you really love it.
Like yesterday was home run.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is what it's like. You got customers that are happy. I'm getting an update call from you, and it's all good stuff. I didn't tell you this though.
Okay.
I called AJ afterwards. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. I was like, AJ, we've been down this road too many times. Is this dude full of it? Is it really doing that good? And he goes, yeah, it's doing this good. I'm like, oh, thank God I could go to sleep. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I thought maybe you were just blowing hot air up my skirt. You were like, dude, everything you're bringing up. And I was like, I'm too jaded.
Yeah, it'll do that to you.
Can't be that good. I'm looking through emails like, can't be that good. Somebody terminated the repair. Somebody's suing us.
No.
We're getting 5-star reviews yesterday.
Yeah, we got 2 or 3 5-star reviews. Mm-hmm. We got insurance companies that said that they weren't gonna pay. Customers that are happy. Customers that left mad, turn around and change.
We saw our customers get made whole.
Yep. So I got a question for you, Quentin. So you've been here for how long?
Since the end of last year.
Okay. And you've been doing this the Barrett Smith way.
2020, I called him. Probably towards the end of 2020.
Yeah.
We started working together 21, 22.
So what is
23.
What's the big difference that you did not expect, or what's the biggest surprise coming from the world of like heavy DRP,
corporate MSO.
The what?
Corporate MSO.
Yeah, the corporate, and we won't throw trash.
No.
I'll throw hands when I want later, but
That's my background.
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it was just I remember when you called me, you were like, I kind of want to see what's on the other side of this fence. Now that you're on the other side of the fence and you've been here for a while, what's the biggest surprise to you?
How much power the customer has. How, when you look at and you learn about what it states in their policy and what, they're contractually, the obligations the insurance company has to fulfill their policy, they have all the cards.
Yeah.
And I think one of the greatest things is educating the customer, equipping them with knowledge and information to know their rights.
So from where you're from, the insurance is kind of like makes it sound like they have no rights and that you're the one that's out there fighting, right? Like the consumer almost is like the insurance companies almost want the body shop like, oh, you're the one that's supposed to go after, making them whole or whatever. But
It's very much the directive in those DRP environments that the customer doesn't have to worry about a thing.
Yeah.
The customer will get a non hassle-free. They'll
Good old hassle-free repair.
They get the opportunity to drop it off and know that their shop is going to take care of everything for them. But what they seldom realize or know, and we get the opportunity, especially when we talk with somebody who's had a prior experience at a shop like that the shop didn't have their best interests in mind. The shop had the best interests of the insurance company in mind.
Yeah. I remember talking to a customer a while back where she was like, well, my insurance told me to not get in the middle of it, that I need to just go away and that the body shop and the insurance needs to handle it. And I said, well, if you went into work and you told your boss to just go away, what would he do, or what would she do? He was like, oh, I'd get in trouble. Like, he'd look at her like, why are you telling me to go away? And the reality is because that customer is the only one that has the power to be able to do anything. And I remember learning that from Barrett, because again, like, we get this weird burden on our shoulders, like it's our problem, like it's our car, it's our wreck, it's our insurance company. And the reality is there's nothing in the Kansas state law that protects us. There's nothing in the policy that has anything to do with us. So we're literally unprotected and not owed a single thing, and we're yelling at the top of our lungs, and the person that has the power, the actual boss, the actual decision maker, the one that's in the contract that has all the rights and consumer protection under the state laws, is the one that they're telling go away. It's like, no,
You need to be here for this.
you're the only one that can change this.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. Do you remember that conversion starting to happen where you're like, oh, whoa?
Yeah, I would say the hardest part is, a lot of people aren't used to that, like the way that you run your shop, the way that I run my shop. They're used to DRP, insurance controls everything. They have my best interest in mind. They care about me. They would never, ever do anything detrimental to me.
They'll guarantee my repair.
They'll guarantee the repairs, they'll make sure you're made whole, pre-loss condition. You don't have to worry about anything. Here, give us your keys.
Yeah.
And we'll give them back to you when it's all done.
Got a rental car already set up, ready to go.
And I've had a lot of them where, they've run into hassles with insurers not wanting to cover necessary items or operations, and basically telling customers like, oh, if you would have went to our DRP shops, our preferred shops, you wouldn't have these problems. This would have been done and handled by them. And
Which is wild.
In 7 days because of
Yeah.
cycle time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's like, oh, we would pay for it if it was at the. No, you wouldn't.
no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
So the other, and I'm reminded, in that environment, when I was in the thick of it and in those shops and under those DRP agreements, it was still a fight.
Yeah.
It was still a fight. I was still upset with the insurance carriers that I was a DRP shop for.
Yeah.
That fight was just directed towards frustration with them. And, I wasn't in a position to tell my customer the troubles we're having.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're unpleasable.
No.
I mean, I remember once upon a time, we weren't repairing cars correctly.
Been there.
And yet the insurance was still having
just
an
paid the
issue.
bill.
Well, they still were having an issue then.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter how cheap or how fast you do your job and what corners you cut, it's never good enough. And the reality is, since the insurance company doesn't carry any liability of the repair itself,
100% of that lies with the shop.
they don't care.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
They're going to tell their customers that they care and that they have that liability, and they'll guarantee everything. But
And then
it's
if it
just not
reaches a
true.
high escalation, they'll just chime in. We just wrote a check.
So, how do you in your shop? How do you combat that? I mean, that's like the reality is this industry's tough, right?
Very tough.
We all know that, and we all talk about how, oh my God, should we be in this or should we not? Like, it's an insane business, but. Obviously, I've owned Best Body Shop for 11 years. You've owned your shop for how long?
For 14.
14 years. So obviously, we haven't thrown in a towel. What are we doing that's different that allows us to come in? I'm very proud of what we're doing. I know.
Yep, me
Quentin's
too.
proud
I got a
of what we're doing
fantastic
Yeah.
team. Fantastic team.
here. So what are some of the things that you're doing that's makes you stick around, I guess?
Well, I would say quality of repair, or the product that we put out, is light years above any of our competition that's around us. We actually care. And I think once you can kind of pull back that curtain and show people what's going on, that nobody wants to get screwed over. Nobody wants to get put in an unsafe car or not have their car fixed correctly. I mean, these are tens of thousands of dollars. They're an investment for a lot of people. You carry your kids around in them. You carry your family around in them. And when you kind of explain, hey, there's this option, hey, there's this option, and just the totality of it, then it kind of opens their eyes a little bit. I mean, there's nothing better than an educated customer that can kind of stick up for themselves and and assert their rights and say, hey, you're not going to do this to me. I know my rights, and here we go.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, there's nothing better than taking someone who's like let's say a first time. I've never been in an accident. This is the first time I'm dealing with this. Okay, they chose to go to our shop, non-DRP for anybody. We pretty much run it the same way you guys run it. Once they see the objections that come through, you expose what that stuff's going. Very transparent process. Hey, here's what's going on. Hey, here's the emails we received. Hey, all that stuff. They try to, they get that feeling like they're trying to get ripped off a little bit, and they don't like that. So that helps put them even more on our side when you prepare them with that education and let them know, like, well, there's these things, and here's these things. Here's why they're different. Here's why manufacturers say to use these things. Yeah. And that's been a huge process. So there's nothing better than having somebody that's been wronged or feel like they've been ripped off, and you've helped them get a proper repair and get reimbursed for it. Mm-hmm. That's a customer for life, and they're very thankful, and that's the rewarding part of the job. You did it right. You educated your customer. It was a success in all levels. Yeah, there was some bumpy, potholes along the road, but at the end you got where you were going. So once you start stacking those customers, the word spreads. Everyone. I'm from a small community. People start to talk, whether good or bad. Yeah. And your reputation builds. People know that, you run your business with integrity and honesty, and I'm going to shoot you straight. You might not like what I have to say sometimes, but I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah. And I actually care, which I don't know that a lot of people do. So I think those are things that have really benefited us, helped handle that process. Now it's taken years of trial and error and implementing things and falling on your face. And now that we've been in it for so long, we're starting to see the fruits of that labor. Like, everything's smoothing out. Our processes are dialed in. We have an incredible team with us. I couldn't do it without those guys and gals. But that's made a huge difference. And everybody said that we'd never make it not being a DRP, and we're growing like weeds. So we're blessed, and it's been a very fulfilling process, even though there's some days where I say I can't stand it, I don't want to do this anymore, but I still wake up the next morning and get back to it.